Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use the brand new button slicer feature in Power BI, introduced with the November 2023 update. By the end of this video, you'll know how to set up these modern slicers using parameters, customize their appearance, and understand all the little details that make your reports cleaner and more interactive. So if you want to make your dashboards more user-friendly and visually engaging, you're in the right place. Let's jump right in. First things first, let's open up Power BI. Make sure you're working with the latest version so you have access to all the new features we'll be using today. With your report open and your dataset loaded, we can get started with parameters. Parameters are a super helpful way to add dynamic filtering or user choices to your reports so that viewers can personalize what data they see. Now let's get a parameter and convert it into a slicer. This is where the magic starts for interactive filtering. If you already have a parameter created, simply find it in the Fields pane on the right. Click to select your parameter. That's telling Power BI, hey, I want to base my slicer on this field. Next, look over to the Visualizations panel. This is that main column of chart and graphic icons. One of those is the slicer visual. Go ahead and click it. Power BI instantly creates a slicer and it'll automatically use your selected parameter. At this point, you might want to add more than one slicer for different filtering options. Here's an easy trick. Make sure you click anywhere in your workspace that's blank. This just makes sure nothing is currently selected. Now pick a different parameter in your Fields pane. Once again, just click the slicer icon from the visualizations. This lets you build out multiple slicers on your canvas, each tied to a different aspect of your data. Now, one of the most exciting parts with this update is that the slicer itself comes in a variety of styles. If you look at your slicer, it'll probably have the default view right now, but let's customize it to fit your report's personality. Click to select your slicer visual if you're not already on it. Then on the right side, you'll see the Format section. This is where all the fine-tuning happens. Click Format your visual. Under the Visual tab, you'll find an option called Style. Click here, and Power BI will show you several different forms for your slicer. Buttons, drop-downs, tile layouts, and more. Each style affects not just how the slicer looks, but how users interact with it. For example, button slicers are super visual. They work like the controls on a dashboard touchscreen, perfect for creating a modern, app-like experience for viewers. While you're in the formatting options, take a look at the slicer header and values settings. The slicer header is like the title or label for your slicer, making it clear for viewers what the filter does. Say, select region or choose year. Adjusting the values section lets you control how the selectable items appear, and you can set things like text size, color, or spacing for maximum readability. For even more control, switch over to the General tab in the Formatting pane. Here you'll see properties like the visual's size and position, as well as options for titles, effects such as shadows or backgrounds, data formatting, header icons, or even alt text for accessibility. Don't feel overwhelmed. Take your time experimenting with these. For instance, adding alt text makes your report friendlier to people using screen readers, which is a thoughtful step in making your dashboards more inclusive. And that's it. You've transformed parameters into beautifully styled, totally interactive button slicers in Power BI. Give yourself a moment to test how they work by clicking through each slicer and watching your visuals update in real time. If something doesn't look quite right, remember, tweaking the style and formatting is just a couple of clicks away. If you found this tutorial helpful, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you have questions or want to see more Power BI features covered, drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more step-by-step guides like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.